Good afternoon. So I had Dad on the gimbal there, and we were talking about the Kluson tuners we're installing on it. And before you know it, we were halfway through a video call before we realized I wasn't filming any of it, but I did save some of the goodies for you guys. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at what I got done so far. So basically what I did is I got the very first one here nailed down, and I've just been working my way back on that one to make sure they stay nice and in line and with my straight edge. And I did a lot of dicking around, testing that and adjusting it, because you only get one shot where you got to take it all out and do what we did and start all over again. So we didn't want to do that. So we were in conversation on a video call, and that's what we ended up getting done so far. And it looks a lot better than it did with little cheapy tin Christmas tree ornaments. So let's go ahead and get you down here and we'll show you what we're doing now. I guess I can take that out. So obviously I took my screw and made sure that I had a drill bit that was smaller than my screw, which is usually the 1/16 right here, the little tiny one. Depending on if you have a metric or American set. It's a number 4 screw. So anyways, we've already marked the depth on our drill bit with the tuner, so we don't go too far into the neck, because it's only going to go so far. So you do it with the tuner on, that way you don't go too far. You know when to stop when you get to that yellow. So that's what we're doing here. So let's zoom in and check that out. Move back a little bit. Sound like Mr. Rogers of guitar repair. Do you want to be my neighbor? Alright. So all you gotta do is just go through now. Once you went through all the trouble of getting them in line, I wouldn't go through and drill them all. I'd do one at a time. That way once you tighten it down, it gives everything a little bit of room to flex before you drill the next hole. And then again, when you're putting this in, especially this first time, it's going to grab really good. So all you got to do is get it to the point where it stops up against the tuner, and then just give it one good, like, I don't know, what do you want? Not a whole quarter of a turn, but just a nice little torque to snug it down. So right there it stops. You just want to give it a little snug. And just keep moving your way down, one at a time. You bring the little Dyson down, suck up all the little particles. It's kind of hard to do it on my foam mat without it sponging around, so sometimes you gotta pick it up and put some pressure on the back side just to check them. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good so far. Can you guys still see that? Or did I move it out of the way? I'm flopping it all around. Hands are probably all in the way. Can't see what's going on. It is kind of a pain in the butt getting the screw down in there, in between those tuners. Can you see that? Let me move some of this stuff. Pops did pick out some strings for it, some SITs. I don't get no sponsorship from them. Much as I talk about them, I should. It's a little better. Let me move this. I don't want to whack up my nice clean fret job that I just did. Or should I just say polish job, because I didn't do a fret job on it. Alright, so I got one started there. Let's go ahead and get that tightened down. First 5 minutes, probably just all my hands and knuckles, because I can't see what you guys are seeing. Three more screws, 2 more to drill. It's coming out real nice. But yeah, I was talking to Pops and he was watching me dick around trying to make sure all these Kluson ribbons stayed in line. And it's a lot harder than you think because, oh, there we go. Again, the sponginess. The tuner has a weird funny shape. There we go. A weird funny shape to it. So it's real hard as you keep going to get all cattywampus. So you got to do a lot of dicking around to get all those straight. So hopefully we did a good job. We'll see when we're all done. 2 more holes to drill. Check this one again. Yeah, it's good. You don't want to drill too deep and you don't want to drill too shallow. That's why it's real good to use that tape as a marker to where to stop. There you go. See, my screwdriver is starting to give me fuss and not staying in the screw, so you just want to give it a nice little torque there. 1 more hole to drill. Just takes a lot of patience, and again, the prep work. Not having little lumps to fight when you're trying to adjust the tuners or drill holes and all that. That's big key. Having a nice fresh strong hole to put your screw into. Not have to worry about the other holes collapsing next to them. That's another key. I mean, it just prep. They look pretty good. Let's zoom you out here and check it out. I'm going to set this down before I end up poking something with the drill bit. So it's not too bad. I hear my wife is hollering for me. I told her I was coming down to do stuff. She just, wow, she hit the biggest lottery ever. I'll see if she wants me to tell you guys about that. Not money-wise. Boy, she got lucky though. Anyways, looks pretty good. Looks a whole lot better than these little Chinese Christmas ornaments. That's exactly what you should do with these. Whoever buys these should make Christmas ornaments. Anyways, there they are. Very nice. We'll go ahead and finish getting this neck cleaned up. I did take the string tree off and clean that because there was a little spot around it, and did wipe the fretboard down. There's the frets all nice and polished. So yeah, it's coming along. I do think I'm going to do a little bit of wet sanding on the back of this neck because from the guitar stand that he had it on for years, it feels a little rough right there. I don't know if it translates or not, but yeah, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of wet sanding just in that area of the neck, and then we'll use a machine polish on that. And I'll probably machine polish this just with a little bit of spray wax and a foam pad. And speaking of that, I have, you guys know I've always used And I've used these before, but I've always used the, what do you call it, the wool pad to do all the coarse cutting and stuff like that. And this is a foam one instead of wool. And then your next one here for your polish, it's the yellow one. That's also foam. And then you have an ultra fine. This is for your waxing and all that. So we're going to do a 3-step on the next guitar instead of a 2-step. So we'll do the full wet sand, full compound, polishing, and then waxing. So stay tuned for that. And until then, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're making our way on this Black Label Telecaster. I did get the pick guard all ready to drill. Put all 5 screws in it because the black pick guard only takes 5 and not the 8 screws. So I went ahead and used those as pins. Got it all taped in place, and we got to drill the 2 holes for the pickup. So I'll do that later because I heard the wife yelling at me, and well, not yelling at me, yelling for me. So stay tuned, guys. We'll start getting all these parts and stuff put back in this thing. And Dad did pick one of these 3 strings, so chew on that. Which one did he pick? SIT. I got a whole bunch of different kinds, but one of these 3 is the ones that we picked for this Telecaster build. So stay tuned.